So, we moved into a new house. It's been a dream of mine for a long time. We talked about it before we got married, and we wanted a property, right? On that property, we wanted
lots of things. Fruit trees were one of the things we talked about.
Yeah. So fruit trees, kind of farm-esque type of property, and we got that. We have some nice fruit trees. They're not a ton like you would have in an orchard, but then we would have to take care of it. So this is kind of optimal. So we're just learning about this. There's a lot of stuff that that we're diving into for the first time. One of which is pears. I never thought of pears. I like pears, but pears are a little finicky when it comes to ripening, is what we're finding. We also have a really awesome apple tree out front and a Honeycrisp out back. So it's kind of the time of the season to pick them, and you have to pick them or lose them. And we're finding that out right now with the pears, and the apples are starting on the tree out front are starting to be getting a little mushy. So we got to pick them.
Time to harvest.
Time to harvest. Let's go.
Sawyer, what did you do?
Pick off the pears from the ground.
Wow. Are those good pears? No worms or anything?
I think those are bad pears from the ground. I'm going to go pick some more.
Okay, so what we're learning about how to pick pears is that you gently lift it up, right? And if it comes off easily like that, it means it's ready. So this one is good. They're still pretty firm. We learned about a way to ripen them up quick, but first we need to pick all these pears. So we're just reusing our moving boxes as pear collection boxes today.
How much cardboard do we have?
We still have a lot, so this is a good use for it right now. Look at this little guy. He looks like he's sitting. I wonder if he's ready. He is. Oh, look at him. Little eyes, little belly.
How many pears I got?
Wow, that is such a good job for you, Sawyer.
I'm still collecting more.
Okay.
I need mittens.
I stand in
Someone was
awe
in the tree.
while the sunset illuminates the lake. Spring to fall, seasons change for our sake. To see the signs of life and to know the coming days. And when it's time for us to fade away, I find
Work's awake. Dressing up like a farmer so you can help. Gonna help pick some
as the
fruit.
sun sets behind the horizon.
Okay, so we picked all the fruit that we can reach with our hands. There's some that's still not ready, or stuff that's just a little too small, little tiny pears. But there's a lot up top, and I'm pretty tall. I'm 6'6", but I can't reach it. So rather than getting on a ladder and kind of swimming through all the branches, which I've done before, we have these apple pickers. So we're going to use this to kind of push up on the pear and see if we can get them to knock off. And if they don't, we're not going to use these claws to rip them off. We'll save that for the apples. So let's go ahead and see how well this works. All right, so we have a couple right here. Let's see. All right. And there we have the pear. And the nice thing is it has a little foam bottom, so that way they don't get bruised.
One dropped
But
off.
we'll
It's a little one.
we'll just use this method to grab the rest of the pears. And then these are Bartlett pears. We have a red Bartlett over there, which we'll start picking off, and those are a lot bigger and nicer looking.
Right there.
Good job, Sawyer. I don't know if that's quite the way.
I did it.
She just clawed it down.
I'm so excited to eat that pear. Where's the pear?
All right, so these are the red Bartletts. And the interesting thing is the regular Bartletts, there were a lot more, but they were smaller and they fell quicker. These ones didn't, but I think they're enough. These larger ones we can pick like that we'll have a full box. All right, so you just kind of push it around. There you go. It just breaks off. Real lock.
Why are there pears in your shoes? So Sawyer thinks it's Easter and she's hiding pears instead of eggs all around the yard. So, and she wants us to go find them. Good job, Sawyer. You will fall about as much as your mom running around barefoot.
Alright, come on. Come here, get me. Married life. At war.
So with our Honeycrisp, it's still a little small apple tree, and we decided to leave these ones mostly just for like eating apples because they are so delicious. And they're all red now.
Perfect.
They were tiny little green just a little while ago.
And the cool thing about these is they're just so flavorful. We might need to save some, like preserve them.
Yeah.
I wonder how they taste dehydrated.
Yeah, we should at least try a couple and see. Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and pick some. Here.
With apples, it's more of like like that.
Yeah, like a pick and twist. So these are, I think we're gonna plant another one or two of these trees.
How old do you think this tree is?
Oh, it's really young.
Yeah.
The trunk is so small. We have this huge cherry tree right here we're gonna have to trim down. And another one right there that didn't get watered well enough, but it'll come back. So yeah, fun. Let's go ahead and pick these and then we'll move on to the big apple tree.
Welcome to the water stream dog.
Are you here to pick up your sister?
Yeah, I want to come eat. It's really rainy.
All right, so this is our front yard and our front yard tree, and it is overgrown, we know, but that'll be trimmed in the spring. For right now, though, we have these awesome apples over here that are a little bit different. I can't remember what the brand is, but we're told they're good for pies and applesauce. They aren't as crisp as Honeycrisp, but they taste really good. They have a little tart tang to them. So we're gonna pick these. We're gonna start making some dehydrated apple chips, pies, maybe some sauce. We'll see. So Bree just corrected me. These are apparently an Arcadia apple. Okay, so we're going through picking the apples. We're noticing a lot of worms. So what we're gonna need to do, next year is make sure to spray in the spring and then spray again when the buds start to form into apples. When we moved in, that was about the time that buds started to form into apples, and we didn't spray. We were just too busy, so that's part of the problem. But we also need to get this pruned up, cleared out. So we're not going to have as many apples as there are on the tree, but the nice thing is we'll just toss them in the back to where the deer will eat them. So they're not going to go to waste.
That is a big apple tree. Charlotte's Web.
Alright, so I think we're done here. We've picked about as many apples as we can get to that aren't wormed up. And so we're going to go inside and we're going to start seeing what we can do with the little harvest that we have. And later on, I think we'll come back out in a week and see what else we can get off this tree. So, let's go. Is that a good apple?
Alright, so I'm not even sure how much later, at least a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, since we harvested all of our pears and our apples. Life has been pretty crazy. So our pears are just on the edge of not even being good anymore. They're getting a little bit mushy. So we found a recipe for pear jam, and that's what we're working on right now. We're gonna try it out and see how it goes. So this is what we've got going on. We are coring all of our pears. We got this super cool coring tool that makes it really easy to do that. Then we're going to cut them up and we are going to add some ingredients and turn them into pear jam. What do you think?
Good.
Okay, are you helping make the pear jam?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all
Here's
right.
the next pear.
All right, let's keep going. Alright, and here is our beautiful Pear Vanilla Jam. Alright, so that's it for our first harvest. We're still going to try to make some applesauce with our apples, but our pear jam is all finished and it looks like, smells like it's going to be great. So, thanks for watching.